Denise, tracking showers, thunderstorms, some of which are strong, packing a punch and producing gusty winds, barreling their way through the state of Maryland. And before too long, they will be approaching the Baltimore Metro on this first alert weather day. We're past the hottest part of the day. BWI broke a record 97, still in the 90s as we take a peek out from the first alert weather observatory with some of those distant clouds growing just a little bit darker. And as we check out the forecast, we begin with alerts. Severe thunderstorm watch is in effect. All counties shaded in orange. That is roughly Interstate 95, including Baltimore County, down to Anne Arundel County, up to Harford County, and points west. It's the I-70 corridor, 270 corridor back into D.C. This is the area that is at greatest risk for a few very gusty thunderstorms this evening. And we do have severe thunderstorm warnings well to the west of Baltimore right now, including Allegheny County, working its way into Washington County. And eventually, I think next 30 minutes, we're going to add Frederick County to the warning list. Current severe thunderstorm warning is in effect until 6:45. Because of this solid line of storms, it is moving to the east. So if you do have plans in Baltimore, the entire metro, really keep an eye on the forecast as storms are moving our way. Frederick going to be in town here by 7:37 or so on its current heading. Baltimore 8:49 in the evening, just before 9 p.m. And with a little bit of luck, it'll weaken a bit as it approaches the Chesapeake Bay and moves into the city. Nonetheless, wind gusts 60, 65 miles per hour. Very brief, but also very heavy rain is a possibility, especially the west side of town. I do think after 10 p.m., we're going to drop that rain chance this evening. Not a night where you have to stay up and worry about severe weather. Yet again, a day where it was very hot, and now we get a blast of evening storms. On your corner in Annapolis, I think that storm chance, will peak similar timing to Baltimore, around 9:30 or so, and then we're going to dry it out. Warm and muggy feeling, but no more thunder nor rain overnight tonight. It really is the potential for trees to come down, power to be, knocked out. That's the greatest concern with a couple of these storms this evening. There could be some hail up to about the size of quarters, and certainly rain will be heavy like it was yesterday in many neighborhoods, but it'll only last about 20 minutes. And if you go between one of these storms, you won't see heavy rain, just a burst of some breezier winds. Out the door tomorrow morning, wash, rinse, and repeat, as Denise said at the top of the 6 o'clock newscast. We'll do it all over again. Beginning dry, temperatures in the 70s. No issues with the morning commute, just plain old warm and muggy out the door. Heat advisory yet again in effect for the entire metro tomorrow afternoon into early evening. Not because of the actual temperatures, which are hot in the low to mid 90s. When you factor in the mugginess, the humidity, what it feels like, that's the dangerous part of the equation tomorrow afternoon. We're going to shoot up to about 100, 103 degrees, 104 degrees and spots. That's what it will feel like, and that's a temperature that stresses the body if you're working outside. So find some shade if you're working outside before the storms move in. Drink plenty of water. In your Maryland cast, the entire state has a chance of showers and storms, but it will mainly be afternoon, early evening yet again. We'll call it between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. The entire state shaded in yellow. Level 2 out of 5, slight risk of severe storms. Here's the timeline for tomorrow. Again, quiet initially, but by 3 p.m. storms are developing and they will be moving through dinner time in the evening commute. Wind damage possible with a few of those. Have at least one way to get severe weather alerts. Saturday, drier and quieter. Sunday, possible alert day. Bit of a change to the forecast. Any storms possible yet again.
All right. Thank you very much, Cutter.